Hello everybody, welcome to ICBBL Recaps. My name is DRP. In this video we're gonna take a look at round 5 for bronze in the 31st season of ICBBL. So, let's get right into it. With bronze A and the first game in bronze A. Fury Chaos Emeralds, the Underworld team coached by Snowdoggo. They took on the Knights of the Boar, the Bretonia team coached by Nisbet, and the Underworld won that game 2-0. 17 armor breaks and 1 expulsion, but Nobler did get the MVP, and 8 armor breaks for the Bretonians. 2 level ups for the Emeralds, the Underworlds, and 1 level up for the Bretonians. So, Underworld, 37 blocks, 6 KOs and 3 injuries. To the Bretonians, 39 blocks and 2 KOs. 5 SPP for the Bretonians, and 12 SPP for Fury Chaos Emeralds if we subtract the 5 SPP that Noblar got. Fury Chaos Emeralds, has he picked his level ups yet? He has not. But it was this Underworld Goblin and his thrower, or one of his throwers, I should say. And Knights of the Boar did level up a blocker. Went off the route. This blocker right here got himself tackle. Next up, we have Kennel Club, the necromantic team coached by Angus. They took on We Rise as We Fall, the undead team coached by Gameslayer, and that game ended 1-1. 5 armor breaks to the necromantics, and 11 armor breaks to the undead. 2 level ups on the necromantics, and 2 level ups on the undead. Wow. 38 blocks, 2 KOs for the necromantics, and the undead got themselves 49 blocks, 4 KOs, and 1 injury. So that is 8 SPP for the necromantics and 10 SPP for the undead. Kennel Club, right here. Hello, hello. His Star Werewolf leveled up and got himself block. And the Ghoul leveled up and got block. And We Rise as We Fall leveled up a Mummy. This Mummy leveled up and got himself block. And this skeleton leveled up and got himself tackle. Next up, Caladrian Nurglings, the Nurgle team coached by Project Angel. They took on Ophidiophobia, snakes. Ophidiophobia, snakes. The High Elf team, coached by Titans the Best. And the Nurglings won that game 1-0. 13 armor breaks, 1 expulsion, 2 4 armor breaks, and 2 passes. No level ups on the Nurglings, and 1, 2, 3 level ups on the High Elves. Wow. 64 blocks, 4 KOs, 3 injuries for the Nurglings, and 28 blocks, 1 KO, and 2 injuries for the High Elves. That leaves us at 11 SPP for the High Elves, and 5, 10, 14 SPP for the Nurglings. Nurglings are right here. And they did not get any level ups. I'm sorry, we will not look at you anymore. At least not until next week. But Ophidiophobia. I don't know why I would say Ophidiophilia. It just sounds better. It is worse, but it just sounds better. This thrower leveled up and got himself stronger. And this catcher did not level up, but this catcher leveled up and got himself agility 5. And this blitzer leveled up and also got agility 5. Nightmare Necroninnies, the necromantic team coached by AC. They took on Apostles of Bones cult. I was so close to saying it wrong again. The undead team coached by Bigfoot, and this game ended 2-1 to the Necros. 12 armor breaks to 13 armor breaks and 1 expulsion. No level up on the Necros, and no level up on the Bone Cult, but they did get an armor busted mummy who has now been sacked, as far as I'm aware, but no level ups on either side. 39 blocks, 4 KOs, 4 injuries for the Necros, and 41 blocks, 2 KOs, 4 injuries for the Undead. That brings us to 10, 15, 19 SPP for the Necros, and 5, 10, 16 SPP for the Undead. Last game in Steel A. Faster Dwarfs, the Chorf team coached by Coke Guy. They took on Vermintide Riot, the Skaven team coached by Noise Brigade. And the Skaven won that game 3-1. 5 armor breaks and 1 pass for the Skaven and 13 armor breaks for the Chorfs. 1 level up for the Chorfs and no level ups for the Skaven. 32 blocks, 2 KOs, 3 injuries to 24 blocks, 1 KO and 2 injuries. SPP wise, that brings us at 11, 15, 19 SPP for the Skaven and 14 SPP for the Chorfs. A blocker leveled up on Faster Dwarfs. It was this blocker right here, the Claw blocker, who now also got Mighty Blow, Guard and Stand Firm as his newest level up. So, standings. Sitting at the top, we have Vermintide Riot with 5 wins. They have already secured themselves promotion since top 4 goes to playoffs from bronze, and no one outside of top 4 can reach them. Sitting at 4 wins and 1 loss, we have Ophidiophobia, Snakes. They probably go to playoffs with a draw in their next 2 games. So they will probably go to playoffs as well. Kennel Club at 2-3, 2-3-0. Can clinch promotion with a win and a draw, I think. I think that should be enough for them. A win and a draw. Yep. Faster Dwarves and Nightmare Necroninnies, together with Caladria Nurglings, are probably going to fight for one last playoff spot. Foster Dwarfs are at 2, 1, and 2. The same goes for Night Randy Cornelis. Kalodja and Nurglings at 2, 0, and 3. In theory, Apostles of the Bone Cult cannot. Apostles of the Bone Cult. Apostles of Bones Cult cannot reach playoffs this season. In theory, Revives of Azure Fall could make playoffs, sitting at 1, 2, and 2, but it is very unlikely. Another team who's not making playoffs will be Fury Chaos Emeralds as at 1, 1, and 1, and the Knights of the Boar at 0, 2, and 4 will not make playoffs this season, because you need to win in order to make playoffs. Moving on to Steel B. No, not Steel, Bronze. Moving on to Bronze B. A lot of games have been played in round 6 already. I will try to take that into account when we talk about playoffs. Playoffs? Yes, we're gonna talk about playoffs. A Knife in the Dark. The Underworld team coached by Fred Alderson. They took on Horror in the Night. The Necromantic team coached by Johansson. And the Necros won that game 2-0. 15 armor breaks to 2 armor breaks and 1 pass. No level up on the Underworld and 1 level up on the Necros. So on the Underworld side we have 24 blocks and 1 KO to the Necros 47 blocks, 3 KOs and 3 injuries. 6 SPP for the Underworld and 5, 10, 1, 2, 3, 16, 19 SPP for the Necros. Necros. And it was this werewolf right here with the block and tackle who leveled up and got himself dodge. Sorry about that, everybody. So Yellow Devils, the Chaos team coached by Gilbert Orber. They took on the Chop Chops, the Lizardman team coached by Undo. And the Lizards won that game 1-0. 1 death and 13 armor breaks to the Lizards and 18 armor breaks, 1 expulsion for the Chaos. What died? It was a Sorai with block. 1 level up on the Lizards and no level up on the Chaos. 48 blocks, 6 KOs and 3 injuries, one of them being a kill for the Chaos, and 51 blocks, 4 KOs and 1 injury for the Lizards. That brings us to 10 SPP for the Lizards and 11 SPP for the Chaos. So the Chop Chops leveled up a Sorai. This Sorai right here leveled up and got himself blocked to replace the Sorai with block that died. The Skull Takers, the Orc team coached by Sharksboy. They took on Inner Death Spiral, the Chaos team coached by Tapioca King. That game ended 0-0. 1 armor break for the Chaos and 12 armor breaks for the Orcs. Orc. 42 blocks, 1 KO and 4 injuries for the Orcs. And 33 blocks, no KO, no injuries for the Chaos. 5 SPP for the Chaos. And 8 plus 5 is 13 SPP. For the Skull Takers, no level up on the Orcs and 1 level up on the Chaos. This Chaos Warrior who had Mighty Blow now has Claw. In true Chaos fashion. Yep. Baked Charmers, the Bretonia team, coached by Kopos. They took on Padawan Sky Riders. The Bretonia team, coached by Red Knight. And Red Knight won that game. 1-0. 17 armor breaks, 1 pass to Red Knight, and 5 armor breaks, 1 pass to Kopos. No level up on Kopos, and no level up on Red Knight. Quick and easy. 61 blocks, 1 KO and 3 injuries to Kopos, and 60 blocks, 5 KOs and 3 injuries to Red Knight. We have to take into account that there is probably a Fent bug in here somewhere because of peasants and because of Fent. 15 armor breaks to Red Knight and 12 armor breaks to Kopos. No level up on either side. We have Dipped Out Delves. The Delph team coached by Adamat. They took on the Malevolent Milkmaids. The Chorf team coached by Stella Codex. And the Delphs won that game 2-0. 4 armor breaks and 2 passes. To 6 armor breaks and 2 passes, but a loner Chorf blocker did steal 7 SPP. 2 level ups on the Delphs and 1 level up on the Chorfs. 34 blocks, 1 KO for the Delphs, and 49 blocks, 1 KO and 2 injuries for the Chorfs. That brings us to 13 SPP for the Delphs and 11 SPP for the Chorfs. So, Aramat. This Witch Elf leveled up and got herself Juggernaut. And this Blitzer leveled up and got Movement 9. And the Milkmaids leveled a Hobo. Let's just be sure that, that blocker could not get hired. But a Hobo called Mary leveled up and got herself Sure Hands. That was the last game of bronze. Let's go and have a look at things. If my math is correct, and I am pretty sure it is, we have Horror in the Night, Dipped Out Delves, and the Chop Chops, who are already playoff bound, since top 4 will go through. Horror in the Night and Dipped Out Delves sits at 4 wins and 2 losses after 6 games. The Chop Chop sits at 4 wins and 1 loss after 5 games. Yeah. If Red Knight wins his sixth game, the Padawan Sky Riders, sitting at 3-1-1, they will also make playoffs. So there is a chance that Red Knight will make playoffs this season. Actually, all he needs is a draw. And who is he playing? He's playing Inner the Spiral. With a fear of jinxing this, I will say that top 4 from this division, as it stands right now, all goes to playoffs. They all go through. That means that Seattle Devils sitting at 2, 1, and 3. Big Chalmers at 1, 2, and 3. The Malevolent Milkmaids at 1, 2, and 2. Inner Dust Spirals sitting at 0, 3, and 2. The Skull Takers at 0, 3, and 3. And A Knife in the Dark at 0, 2, and 4 will not make it to playoffs. It's a bold statement, but I am willing to bet my house on it happening. As always, my name's been DRP and have a wonderful day.